In a mystical valley where the sun never sets, there lies a legendary treasure known as the Light Gem, a source of life for every living creature. This ancient artifact has maintained the balance of nature for millennia, radiating a warmth that ensures prosperity and peace for all who dwell within its reach. The white deer, a sacred spirit of pure heart and immense kindness, has been the chosen guardian of this light for many long and peaceful centuries. With every breath, the guardian ensures the light remains steady, protecting the valley from the cold shadows that linger just beyond the borders of the sanctuary. Under its watchful eye, small creatures play without fear, and the harmony of nature is felt in every rustling leaf and every drop of sparkling water. It was a paradise where time seemed to stand still, and the heart of the world beat in perfect rhythm with the light of the sacred gem. But in the deep shadows of the surrounding forest, a dark ambition was growing. The gray wolf watched the valley with a heart filled with envy. He did not desire to share in the peace. He wanted the power of the light all for himself, believing it would make him the master. The traitor began his master plan with a deceptive act. He disguised his malice as a plea for help, limping toward the heart of the valley. The white deer, incapable of ignoring suffering, approached the stranger with an open heart, unaware of the predator's true intentions hiding behind those pained eyes. While pretending to recover, the wolf's eyes never left the treasure. He calculated every move, waiting for the perfect moment to strike at his host. Trust is a gift, often given by the noble to the unworthy. The deer saw a friend in need, while the wolf saw only a victim. As night descended and a silver moon rose, the valley was bathed in a dreamlike blue hue, a silence settling over the once vibrant landscape. The guardian shared the very essence of the light to heal the traitor, showing a level of kindness that should have touched even the coldest soul. Believing the wolf was no longer a threat, the exhausted guardian finally allowed itself to rest, slipping into a deep sleep beside the sacred stone pedestal. In the silence of the night, the predator rose. His fake wounds vanished as he moved with lethal grace toward the source of the valley's power. With a heart of stone and a mind full of greed, the wolf reached out. The moment his claws touched the gem, the air grew cold. The light flickered and died. A wave of darkness spread from the pedestal, turning the vibrant flowers to ash and shattering the peace of the valley. The entire valley cried out in a silent agony. The vibrant colors faded into a haunting gray as the balance of nature was violently broken. Storm clouds gathered instantly, and the sky was torn apart by purple lightning, reflecting the chaos that had been unleashed by the wolf's betrayal. The wolf fled with his prize, but the gem did not grant him power. Instead, it burned with a fierce, punishing heat that scorched his very soul. The light gem refused to be mastered by a thief. It transformed into a burning sun, punishing the hands that had reached out in greed. Nature itself rose up in anger. The earth beneath him crumbled, and the very ground he walked upon tried to swallow the traitor whole. Twisted branches reached out like skeletal claws, snagging his fur and pulling him back toward the justice he so desperately tried to outrun. The guardian awoke to a world of ruin. Standing on the high peaks, the white deer looked down with a heart broken by the ultimate betrayal. There was no anger in the guardian's eyes, only a profound sadness for a friend who chose darkness over the light that was freely given. The path of the traitor led to a dead end. Cornered at the edge of a bottomless abyss, the wolf realized his plan had failed. The gem escaped his grasp, rising into the air as if pulled by an invisible force, reclaiming its purity and leaving the traitor empty-handed. A massive shockwave of pure energy erupted, clearing the foul mist and exposing the true cowardice of the wolf for all the world to see. The false strength he had stolen vanished. He was left small, weak, and shivering in the cold, a shadow of the predator he once was. With no light to guide him and no friend to save him, the traitor felt the ground give way beneath his very feet. He fell into the darkness of his own making, a symbolic end for a soul that had rejected the warmth and kindness of the valley. The treasure returned to its rightful keeper, resting perfectly between the antlers of the guardian, who had never once lost faith in the light. With the gem returned, life flooded back into the valley. A golden tide swept away the gray ash, bringing back the vibrant colors of hope. Flowers bloomed in the deer's footsteps, more beautiful than before, as if the earth was celebrating the return of its true and noble king. The rivers sang once more, their waters clear and cold, washing away the remnants of the darkness that had briefly threatened to consume everything. From a high branch, the ancient crow watched in silence, a witness to the eternal cycle of cause and effect that governs all life. It was a reminder that while darkness may strike, it can never truly extinguish the light that dwells within a pure and honest heart. The valley was whole again, its beauty restored by the very kindness that the traitor had tried so hard to exploit and destroy. A new dawn broke over the mountains, bringing with it a sense of peace that was deeper and more resilient than ever before. The Guardian continued its journey, walking through the lilies with a renewed purpose, knowing that its light would always protect the innocent. The gem remained a symbol of integrity, a beacon for those who choose the path of truth over the easy shadows of deception. Friendship and trust were rebuilt, stronger for having survived the storm, as the creatures of the valley gathered to honor their protector. Keep the gem of kindness within your own heart, for it is the only light that can guide you through the darkest of nights. Thank you for listening to this tale of awakening. May your path always be lit by the truth and the power of a sincere heart.